Hey there, food adventurers. It's your host, your name, ready to take you on a culinary journey to the outer limits of what people consider edible. Today we're diving deep into the fascinating world of bizarre foods. From creepy crawlies to fermented wonders, we're about to explore 10 of the most unusual foods from around the globe. Alright, adventurers, buckle up because we're starting our journey in the Philippines with a dish that's not for the faint of heart. Balut. Imagine this. You crack open a duck egg expecting that runny yolk goodness, but instead you're met with a partially developed duck embryo. Balut is a street food staple in the Philippines, often enjoyed as a protein-packed snack. The broth has a savory, almost gamey flavor, and the yolk is rich and creamy. The embryo has a unique texture, somewhere between tender meat and a soft-boiled egg. Would you be brave enough to try it? Next stop, we're heading to the beautiful island of Sardinia, Italy, where we encounter a cheese so pungent, so alive, it's actually illegal. Say hello to casu, also known as rotten cheese. This sheep's milk cheese takes fermentation to a whole new level, and by that I mean it's deliberately infested with live insect larvae. Some people carefully remove the larvae before eating, but others embrace the wriggling experience, believing the live insects enhance the flavor. Casu has a sharp, pungent aroma and a flavor that's been described as intensely cheesy, spicy, and even burning. But hey, where's the adventure in ordinary cheese, right? From pungent cheese to pungent shark? You bet! Let's journey to Iceland, a land of fire and ice where they've found a way to make even shark meat palatable. Introducing hakal, a traditional Icelandic dish made from fermented Greenland shark. The shark meat undergoes a fascinating fermentation process, buried underground for weeks, even months, allowing the toxins to break down and the flavors to develop. The result? Hakal has a strong ammonia-like smell, often compared to cleaning products. The taste is equally challenging, described as fishy, nutty, and intensely ammonia-like. Hakal is a true testament to Icelandic ingenuity and their ability to turn even the most intimidating ingredients into food. Get ready to hold your noses, folks, because we're about to dive into the world of surströmming, a Swedish delicacy that's notorious for its potent aroma. This fermented herring has been a part of Swedish culture for centuries, and it's not for the faint of heart. The process of making surströmming involves fermenting the fish in barrels for months before canning it, allowing it to develop its signature, overpowering smell. Imagine a can of fermented herring that's been bubbling away for months, developing a smell so strong it's been compared to rotten eggs, sewage, and even a gas leak. The aroma is so intense that it's often banned from being opened indoors in many places. Opening a can of surströmming is an experience in itself, often done outdoors and preferably upwind. The can is usually opened underwater to minimize the smell, but even then it's a challenge to keep the odor contained. The smell is truly an assault on the senses, but surprisingly the taste is milder than you might expect. The fish has a salty, tangy flavor that can be quite enjoyable once you get past the initial olfactory shock. It's traditionally eaten on thin bread with potatoes, onions and sour cream, which help to balance out the strong flavors. This combination of ingredients creates a unique culinary experience that many Swedes cherish. Just make sure you've got some fresh air handy. After all, enjoying surströmming is as much about the experience and tradition as it is about the taste. From fermented fish, we move on to a delicacy that's a bit more crawly. Join me in Mexico, where we'll be sampling escamoles, often called insect caviar. These little morsels are actually the edible larvae of ants, specifically those that nest in the roots of agave plants. Escamoles have been a prized delicacy in Mexico since the Aztec era. They have a delicate, slightly buttery flavor, often compared to pine nuts or even cottage cheese. You might find them served in tacos, omelets, or even as a luxurious topping for gourmet dishes. Who knows, you might even call them addictive. Hold on to your chopsticks, folks, because we're about to delve into the world of sanakji, a Korean delicacy that's not for the faint of heart. Imagine this. A plate is placed in front of you, and on it, the still moving tentacles of a freshly killed octopus. The octopus is typically seasoned with sesame oil and sometimes sesame seeds, and then it's chopped up while still alive, the tentacles often still squirming on the plate. The suction cups on the tentacles are still active, meaning they can stick to your mouth and throat as you chew. The flavor of sanakji is surprisingly mild, often described as slightly salty and subtly sweet. Would you dare to try it? Let's journey back to Mexico, where we encounter a delicacy that might just change your mind about what's considered edible. Meet huitlacoche, a type of fungus that grows on ears of corn. This culinary gem has been prized in Mexico since the Aztec era, known for its earthy, smoky, and subtly sweet flavor. Imagine the taste of mushrooms, corn, and truffles all rolled into one. It has a soft, almost custard-like texture and is incredibly versatile in the kitchen. You can find huitlacoche in tacos, quesadillas, soups, stews, you name it. It adds a rich, savory depth of flavor to any dish it graces. Trust me, your taste buds will thank you. Our next culinary adventure takes us to China, where we'll be sampling a delicacy that's been preserved for generations, the century egg. This unique food item is steeped in history and tradition, offering a glimpse into the rich culinary heritage of China. These eggs haven't actually been preserved for a century, but their appearance might just make you believe it. The process of making century eggs is an art form in itself, requiring patience and precision. But their appearance might just make you believe it. The transformation they undergo is nothing short of magical, turning ordinary eggs into something extraordinary. Century eggs, also known as preserved eggs or thousand-year eggs, are a staple in many Chinese households. They are often enjoyed during special occasions and festivals, symbolizing longevity and prosperity. These eggs can be made from duck, chicken, or quail eggs. They are preserved in a mixture of clay, ash, salt, quicklime, and rice hulls for weeks or even months. This intricate process ensures that the eggs develop their unique flavor and texture. The yolk turns a dark green to gray color, which might seem unusual at first glance. However, this is a sign of the egg's rich, complex flavor profile. Resembling a hard-boiled egg yolk that's seen better days, but don't let its appearance fool you. The taste is far more intriguing than it looks, while the white transforms into a translucent jelly-like substance. This unique texture is one of the hallmarks of a well-preserved century egg. The aroma of a century egg is definitely distinct, pungent, sulfurous, and often compared to ammonia. It's an acquired taste, but one that many people come to love. The flavor is surprisingly complex, salty, earthy, and slightly tangy. It's often enjoyed with soy sauce or pickled ginger to enhance its unique taste, with a creamy texture that's unlike anything you've ever tasted. This delicacy is often served with rice porridge, adding a rich, savory element to the dish. It's a true testament to the artistry of Chinese cuisine. The century egg is more than just food. It's a cultural experience that connects you to centuries of tradition and culinary innovation. Prepare for an arachnid adventure as we head to Cambodia, where fried tarantulas are a popular street food snack. Yes, you heard that right, fried tarantulas. These eight-legged critters might send shivers down your spine. But in Cambodia, they're considered a crunchy delicacy. They're typically seasoned with salt, sugar, garlic, and sometimes chili, giving them a savory and slightly sweet flavor. The legs are the crispiest part, offering a satisfying crunch with each bite. The body has a softer texture and a flavor that's been described as a cross between chicken and cod. So next time you're feeling adventurous, why not give fried tarantulas a try? Our final stop on this bizarre food journey takes us to various parts of the world, where an unlikely insect has made its way onto the menu, the stink bug. These insects, often considered pests in gardens and farms, have found a unique place in the culinary traditions of several cultures. Yes, those shield-shaped insects that release a pungent odor when threatened are actually consumed as food in some cultures. From parts of Africa to South Asia and even Mexico, these insects are not just a last resort, but a delicacy. Stink bugs have been a source of sustenance for centuries. In rural communities, traditional methods of harvesting these insects have been passed down through generations, ensuring a steady supply. The stink, which comes from a chemical compound called aldehydes, dissipates during cooking. This process is crucial as it transforms the bug from a smelly pest into a palatable dish. Stink bugs are often toasted, roasted, or fried, which helps to enhance their natural flavors. The cooking methods not only make them safe to eat, but also bring out a unique taste that is appreciated by those who have grown up with it. Remember that these little critters are a testament to the incredible diversity of edible insects. They show us that what might be considered a nuisance in one part of the world can be a valuable food source in another, and the ingenuity of cultures around the world. The ability to turn something as unappealing as a stink bug into a culinary delight speaks volumes about human creativity and adaptability. And there you have it, folks. 10 of the most bizarre foods from around the globe. From fertilized duck embryos to live octopus tentacles and even crunchy tarantulas, we've explored the outer limits of what people consider edible. Which of these bizarre foods would you dare to try? Let us know in the comments below. So, the next time you're feeling adventurous, step outside your comfort zone and try something new. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing content.